Hi everyone, on today's episode we're coming to you from the beautiful Mississippi Gulf Coast, and we're going to expose what may be one of the best kept secrets along the entire Gulf Coast as far as fishing is concerned. We're coming to you from Pascagoula, Mississippi. It all gets started right now because Fox Sports Outdoors is on the air.
You're watching the only program with weekly fishing reports and real-time outdoor news from the Southwest region. This is Fox Sports Outdoors.
If you've ever been to or through Pascagoula, Mississippi, you might be thinking about this, or this, or this, or this. Yes, they do refine a lot of oil and gas, and they build a lot of ships here at Pascagoula, but they also have a bunch of these and these. Hey everybody, glad you're with us. I'd like to welcome you in to the Alabama-Mississippi border at Pascagoula. Now this place is loaded with all kinds of fish, inshore saltwater fish like flounder and speckled trout, redfish, lots of others. Today, heard rumors that there are some speckled trout to be caught out on some nearshore islands and some big bull redfish on some underwater sandbars. Now, Matt Holtz is going to join us in the Blazer Bay 2420 GTS today. This is the boat that's expertly rigged by Jared and Jim Poole at Waypoint Marine down in Corpus Christi, Texas. They serve the entire Gulf Coast all the way up and down it with beautiful Blazer Bay boats like our 2420 GTS. This is the model. It's got the built-in rod lockers. It's got the sport top for a little shade. It's got all the compartments, all the storage. It's a high, dry riding boat. It is a beautiful rig. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. Matt Holtz is gonna jump in it with us. He was born here, he's lived his whole life here, he works here, and he fishes these waters all the time. He knows them very well. While we're out doing that, we're taking you around the region for this week's fishing reports from our expert team of insider reporters from lakes, rivers, and bays right where you live. Right now, Matt jumps in the Blazer with us. We head out in the Gulf. Next time you see us, we'll be out there. Right now, let's get it started back at the studio and your weekend planner.
These Lunar tables are predicting fair game fish activity on Saturday and poor conditions on Sunday. Peak game fish activity should coincide roughly with the dawn and dusk hours on Saturday. Sunday's prime activity starts at 7:21 in the morning and 7:46 in the evening. Expect the sun to rise at 7:26 and set at 7:08. And evenings will feature a moon that is 48% visible. Stick around, we've got fishing reports from across the area on the way. Plus, 2019 Bassmaster Classic champion Ott Defoe stops by to answer your Ask the Pro question. Back in a bit.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by MotorGuide's wireless and easy-to-use XI3. Waypoint Marine, the Gulf Coast's leading saltwater boating specialist. Strike King, Taiwan on. NITRO Performance Fishing Boats, because champions aren't born, they're made.
There's a trouty. Good trout right there. And so the fish will get in these little depressions.
Right. Get in there and chase that bait.
There's one. There we go. There's a trouty. Right here on the beach. Come up here, buddy. There we go. You got one too?
Yeah, better one here.
That's a better trout too. Look at here. All right, folks, we've got something working. Welcome back.
Turn it back the other way.
We are in Pascagoula. Out to, is this Horn Island?
Horn Island.
Matt Holtz is with us. Look at here. Good trout. Good trout right there. I'll let you grab your good one out of there. So while you're unhooking that fish, why don't you describe the area we're fishing right here? What is this?
We're just out here at Horn Island. You got several barrier islands out here south of Mississippi that hold some good fish at certain times of the year. So they get in these gullies out here and eat some of these mullet and croakers and everything. Keep hitting the gully until you find something they're biting.
Now describe, let's put these fish back. We're not keeping them today. There's one. I want to give them a real good look at this trout. There you go. Nice one. All right, back he goes. Slid back in the water. Describe the gullies. You're saying we're fishing gullies on the beach. What do you mean by that?
So basically at gullies, you have a sandbar. You have one sandbar that's outer, and everything on the inside of that sandbar is called a gully. It's just a little deeper area between the beach and that outer sandbar.
And so the fish will get in these little depressions.
Right. Get in there and chase that bait.
And that's where the bait, that's where the bait goes too.
Yep.
Well, it's a little difficult to fish. It's calm today. There's no wind blowing, but these rollers come in off the Gulf and they hit that first sandbar and they push up and make big waves coming over them. So that's why we're kind of rocking and rolling. And but Matt, you said usually when you come in here and do this, you catch more than one fish in an area.
Yeah,
we caught doubles right there.
Yeah. Once you find them, they, you know, pretty steady for a few minutes until you run them out. And you usually, sometimes you'll catch 20 or 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, all in one spot. Okay, so we found some fish. He caught a good one.
Hi folks, this week's Lone Star Lakes is brought to you once again by McKenna Quinn, Elegant Ladies Outdoor Apparel. Fishing, hunting, made in Texas, made to last. Now this week we're going to start on a couple of urban lakes, as I like to call them. That is lakes that are very close to the big city. One is Lake Lavon near McKinney, and the other is Lake Grapevine in the heart of Dallas. I mention them together because they both have pretty much the same pattern going on right now. Crappie are up shallow, much shallower than you might think in the summer months. They're in anywhere from 5 to 10 feet of water around any kind of brush or rocks on either of these lakes. Use your crappie jigs, use a darker color on a darker day and a lighter color on a lighter day. On another note, Lake Toledo Bend. Now they've drawn Toledo Bend down to do some repair work on the dam. It is in very dangerous condition right now if you're trying to run the lake. However, you can catch bass there on the stumps and timber. Use your jigs, use your spinner baits, use your Senkos, and fish that timber that you find near channels on TV. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you by McKenna Quinn, Elegant Ladies Outdoor Apparel. Be sure and check us out on Facebook, Lone Star Lakes.
Hey, the crappie fishing in Oklahoma is just too good right now to not be talking about it again this week. This time I jumped in the back of the boat with Terry Blankenship from Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, and fishing Grand Lake, where the crappie are really nice right now and they're biting. They're very cooperative. What we were doing was dock shooting, which is what Terry Blankenship is an expert at. He loves coming to Grand because lots of docks and lots of wheeling crappie, and they're really nice this year. Concentrated mostly on the Horse Creek to Shangri-La to Honey Creek area, and targeting mostly isolated docks that had at least 15 to 20 foot of water underneath the docks. Now best luck came on a baby shad in monkey milk color or the 3-inch slab slayer in Keystone Candy color, which is kind of a black grape on a chartreuse tail. Grand has come back to crappie fishing is good there. Dock shooting is a great fall technique. It only gets better as the temperatures continue to drop. Those fish congregate more. You need to learn it. You can catch them dock shooting, but you can't catch them if you don't go.
Wow! This is what I came to Mississippi to do.
Out there in front of the boat on the bar.
Oh yeah, I see him. You got him?
You got it.
Redfish. All right. I bet we can get a double. Hey everybody, welcome back. We've made a big move right now, and we are out on a big sandbar, and we came up on a giant school of big old redfish. And they're out here in open water, and they were literally just blowing bait completely out of the water, and the fish were even coming completely out of the water. What do you got, Matt?
I think it's a big bull. They were thick here for a minute.
Double. We got two of them. All right, well this is gonna take a little while because these are big bull redfish. We saw these fish. So we're gonna fight these a little bit. What made you, there he is right there, good red, look at that.
Pretty fish.
Beautiful, bright red fish. What made you, I thought they were jackfish, Matt. What made you think they were actually reds?
Well, this time of the year, especially on these bars like this, they'll get out here and school up in the middle of the day like that. So it's always good to check, even if you think it is a jack or val.
Got two of these dudes on. Beautiful red fish. Beautiful bright red gold color. Welcome to Mississippi, everybody. Look at this dude. Threw a little plastic shrimp out there and got us a nice red. There we go, look at that.
Pretty fish for first thing this morning.
Yeah. Oh, and
Come off. Hey, there's got to be some more here.
Yeah, I think he came off or broke off. All right,
Beautiful
well,
fish.
we'll put him back and see if we can catch another one in here. These fish are, so it is the bar, so we're actually fishing off a little island out here. And does the bar run way out here in front of the boat?
Just runs parallel between these two islands.
And so even though it looks like we're just out in the middle of open water, out in nowhere, there's actually a sandbar that comes up from 10 or 12 feet up to maybe 5 or 6, and then drops back off, and that's right where that big school of redfish was. Way to go, buddy.
Yeah, good job.
That's a good one.
Hey friends, Captain Kevin Broussard here with your Fox Sports Louisiana Outdoor Report, coming to you from Cajun Paradise Charters right here on Calcasieu Lake. We're going to start out talking about saltwater. We're starting to get into the fall pattern all along the whole Gulf Coast. I tell you what, right now, over around Houma area, Delacroix, Dulac, talk to Bill Lake, lots of redfish. They're starting to move out of your marsh ponds, getting a little bit deeper water. They're starting to try to get ready to spawn. I tell you what, trout action's still doing great. Live shrimp seems to be the key there, and cracked crabs on your redfish. Talked on the freshwater scene to Lake Bistineau, the state park up there. They said, don't go to Bistineau, they're draining it down. The only water in the main bayous and the canals, not much fishing going on there, I tell you what. But fishing is picking up everywhere with this cooler weather and the fall action. Hope y'all get out there and enjoy it. For Old Cajunville, Captain Kevin Broussard saying happy fishing and may God bless.
Yeah, he got it. Fish on. There he is. I don't know if that's a red or not. This could be something else.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be red.
Come around you here. He's gone. He gone.
I got him.
Doubles. Back in the school again. Right straight down. There he is. Right there. Wow.
Beautiful school of fish.
See them. They're just all around us. They're just circling the boat. They're not even spooking. Wow, this is just incredible. Well, come to Mississippi and you never know what you're gonna do. This is a first. These fish were literally blowing bait.
I mean, they're hanging out under the boat.
Look right here.
They're just literally swimming around the boat. There we go.
There we go, we got him. There's one of them. You got it? Look at this dude. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that dude. One of the things about this light tackle is you're in for a fight, because you just can't horse them. You can't force the fish in or something's gonna give, so you've just gotta take your time. This is our trout tackle. We're catching giant bull redfish.
We're gonna turn this one back loose.
Get him back. There we go, buddy. All right, there's a good one.
Good job.
We still got a chore in front of us up here, so let's see what happens next. Got him. All right. Wow, what a fight. That takes two of us. Look at the size of this bull redfish. Wow. This is what I came to Mississippi to do. Right here, Pascagoula, Mississippi. And you catch you a great big bull redfish. Away she goes. And down. Woo, man. You didn't see all of that fight, because that was about 40 minutes worth on that light tackle, and I just refused to put too much pressure on it, afraid I would snap it off, or we're gonna get regrouped here. I'm gonna take another heart pill.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Mercury, Go Boldly. Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder. Balls Out, made in the USA. Heavy duty mounts for your fish finders.
Fished a couple hours here and didn't get a bite from a speckled trout, and then all of a sudden it's nearly every cast back in here. What's going on? You got him?
Yep.
Let me get out of your way here. Coming that way?
Yeah, let's turn around and go to the outside of the boat here.
All right.
A little better one.
I'll get the net for you.
I don't think we'll need a net, Barry. I got him.
You got him?
Yeah.
Just a decent sized trout. All right, look at there. We are catching them now. So we're with Matt Holtz today. He lives here and he catches these fish all the time. Matt, these fish, we fished a couple hours here and didn't get a bite from a speckled trout, and then all of a sudden it's nearly every cast back in here. What's going on?
I mean, there's probably a little more bait right here in this particular little part of a gully, but you just gotta kind of move down this beach until you find. We went through a lot of places where it was nothing but ladyfish or some other stuff that we really want to catch, but you just got to keep moving down the beach till you find something that want to bite.
But typically when you find them, there's just a whole bunch of fish all in one area.
That's it.
Wow, cool.
Hey folks, Captain Greg Varm here for this week's Fox Southwest Outdoors Report. Hey, we're going to start this week's report down on the lower Texas Gulf Coast. Hey, Captain Wayne Davis down in Port Mansfield told me the flats are heating up big time in Lower Laguna. He is seeing rafts of bait and tons of activity in 2 to 3 foot of water. Lots of reds and specks are mixed in the rafts of bait and can easily be taken on K-wigglers, plastics in the willow, and the ball tails. Hey, Captain Wayne says his best luck is on the light lead heads. 1/8 ounce or even the 1/16 ounce is working the best. Now for the flatfish, AKA flounder, hey, target your cuts and passes and slow down your retrieve to hook into the flounder. Hey, now let's move up the coast to Baffin Bay. Captain Chris Elliott just got off the water and he said the trout bite today was awesome. The key places to catch your specks right now in Baffin is the deep water drop-offs on the edge of the shallow flats. Now as far as the reds in Baffin, hey, shallow water over the grass beds, top water and soft plastics are both working. Hey, fall is around the corner and I tell you lots of great things are happening here on the Texas Gulf Coast. Redfish, specks, and nighttime flounder gigging. If you're interested in doing these in Freeport or Galveston, give me a call or check out our website. Let's go fishing. I'm Captain Greg Varm. I'll see you next time.
You got one?
Yeah, another one.
I'm gonna throw right in there behind you while you're doing that. They're all in that one little area right here. You can actually see behind the boat, the darker colored water that you're looking at back there is the deeper water. That's the little ditch that we're talking about here, the little gully. Ooh, that's a good trout. Wow, look at that. All right. Hold on, darling. There's you a good Mississippi speckled trout right there. So away he goes. Matt, we're looking down this beach and you had me driving down here and we'd pass a mile of water and then all of a sudden you'd say, okay, right there.
That's it.
So you're looking for that color change.
That's looking for the color change, a little bit of depth change, just something a little bit different than just a regular part of the beach.
Right, but it's where that lighter water, which is the shallow sandbar, drops off into that deeper green colored water is where these fish are hanging.
That's where they're hanging out.
Okay, and so what we're doing technique-wise is, in fact, let me switch places with you and I'll just show you what we're doing. We're throwing a lead head with a little shrimp tail on it, and we're trying to hit the edge of where that green water meets the sandbar. And you just let it go down a little bit, hop it up, let it go down again. But it's really more about the where than it is the how, because you get into the area right where the fish are and really you throw in there and they're going to bite it.
You can always watch our latest episode on the front page of our website at foxsportsoutdoors.com. Catch up on past episodes and learn about fishing techniques and new gear at our how-to page. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter for new fishing videos every day. Simply search for Fox Sports Outdoors and click the like button on Facebook and the follow button on Twitter, and watch a new episode every week on any device by downloading the free Waypoint TV app on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV.
If you'd like to book your own trip and come experience what we experienced on this week's episode, we've stayed at the Roost in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. It's a great little boutique hotel for couples, a great little getaway, and a place to see the sights, enjoy some great food, great nightlife, all in one spot there at the Roost. You can book that at the contact info on your screen.
Buck Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. Request our free 2019 fishing guide at orangebeach.com. Lose, feel the difference. Gene LaRue and Bobby Garland, the best in bass and crappie lures, heads to tails. Glacier Glove, stay outdoors longer with our gloves, hats, and shades.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's get right to your Ask the Pro question for this week. Hunter wants to know, what is the most common mistakes that cause anglers to lose a fish? For the answer, we asked your 2019 Bass Master Classic champion Ott Defoe for an answer.
To me, the answer to that would be not checking their line or their hooks, either one. If you're fishing a bait with treble hooks, not keeping a fresh set of hooks on there, or of course line breakage and not retying often enough. I see people, when they hook a fish, they either try to horse it to the boat too quick, or maybe they get to the boat and actually play it too long. When you get that fish close, you get it boat side. If you get an opportunity to get it in the boat, for me, the longer it's in the water, the more of an opportunity that fish has to come off.
Thank you, Ott. If you want some help from one of the pros, simply go to foxsportsoutdoors.com and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit your very own question. Now it's time to find out who wins this week's Big Catch of the Week.
We are back at the boat ramp here at Pascagoula, Mississippi, and it's time for this week's winner in the Big Catch of the Week contest. He's Kyle Stacy of Howe, Oklahoma, showing a 2 1/4 pound crappie he caught out of Wister Lake, Oklahoma. If you'd like to be our next winner, just go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/foxsportsoutdoors. Find last Tuesday's post. It deals with the Big Catch of the Week winners each week, and follow the instructions on that Tuesday post to show us your picture and all the details about your catch, and you could be our next winner. Next up, here's the gear that we use to catch the big redfish and the speckled trout on this week's show, and it begins with my favorite new inshore saltwater rod and reel combo from Lew's. This is the Lew's Mach Inshore Speed Stick Combo Rod and Reel. This is the spinning outfit. The reason I like this rod so much, this is a 7-foot medium light action rod, and it's a slow action, which means the rod gives evenly. The bend is throughout the entire rod, and that's perfect for working these lead head jigs and these topwater baits like we caught the speckled trout on, and as you saw, it caught a giant redfish as well. It's got plenty of backbone to do that. As far as the baits were concerned, we mostly caught our fish on soft plastic baits. That's about a 1/2 ounce lead jig head, and it's got a little soft plastic shrimp on the back of it. We also caught some on a plastic paddle tail swim bait. Last year during this segment, I gave a big shout out to the McDonald's Corporation for reducing waste in all of their restaurants worldwide by doing away with all their plastic and styrofoam cups. Well, this year's shout out goes to the Chipotle restaurant chain. Did you know that every day nationwide 200 million single-use plastic gloves get thrown in the trash and they wind up in landfills? Well, now Chipotle has partnered with a recycling plant in Salinas, California to melt down all of those gloves and recycle them, turning them into trash can liners that they turn right around and use in their own restaurants. So they join the likes of other chains like Costa Sunglasses, Starbucks, KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and others in reducing waste, and that's a good thing. And speaking of all those single-use gloves, Subway, are you listening? I hope you enjoyed our trip here to Pascagoula, Mississippi as much as I did. We caught some great fish today with the help of Matt Holtz, who took a day off work to jump in the boat with us, show us some of his favorite fishing spots, and our thanks go to him for that. We'll see you next week. Until then, I'm Barry Stokes. Be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.